Hey guys.
Welcome to another Winter Sunday. You asked for new Wintersun songs?
Mm-hmm.
This is a new one.
Gimme.
Okay, so let's not dilly dally.
Gimme a yachty.
Dude, I gotta tell you about a meme that I saw. But anyways,
Well,
so after
tell me now. You
somebody,
gotta tell me now.
somebody posted a meme on the Wintersun fans group saying like something about he wants Yachty to fuck his wife or some shit like that. I don't know, man. That's
What
taking
the
it.
fuck?
I think that's taking a step a little bit too far. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways,
This guy thinks that he's gonna sit downstairs and he's gonna hear the claps in the bedroom and it's gonna be the same like as Death and the Healing. Like he's gonna.
fuck those EMG pickups. Anyhow, moving on. One with the shadows. Let's fucking do this. Oh, it's a lyric video, by the way. Uh, all right. Before I get your take, I just want to say thank you to Yachty. He sent me a message saying that he's releasing lyric videos for all the songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he's releasing lyric videos for the instrumental ones, but that's not the point. He's releasing, and he mentioned that this was coming, so I kind of hold up the recording so that we could actually get this. And he actually had to speed it up because he was going to take a little bit longer, and I told him I need to get it like by Monday at the latest.
What do you like his boss at the
I'm like, dude,
You're like-
I got deadlines to
You're
make.
like, you're like the guy at the news station, and Peter Parker comes in and it's like, I need the damn pictures of Spider-Man, Peter. Like, that's what you are.
Bitter. Anyways, so kudos to
God damn it, Parker.
kudos to Yachty that went into overdrive and spit out these lyric videos super quick so that we could get to this
Yachty,
one.
I need these videos.
So now
I need these videos for recording. Oh, okay, sir.
now if you could speed up the other ones too, that would be fucking amazing. So
And
anyways,
then also album number 2.
yeah.
All that.
He's got enough oxygen for nobody to bother him about any albums for a while. So anyways, so thank you to Yachty
If anything,
for getting this together
Of course,
for us
yeah,
to do the video.
it satiates the hunger for a new album, but it also makes you, like, you're full after dinner, but after going to the washroom for a little bit, coming back, taking another swig of your water, you want dessert.
Dude, Wintersun music is not Chinese food, where you're hungry like 30 minutes after you finish eating because you just took a massive shit. It's not like that.
Wintersun is like,
This is like a fine dining. This is fine dining.
Well, since we're close to the season, the Wintersun is like a Thanksgiving meal.
yeah,
Where
but
you
well
wear
cooked.
where you have to wear stretchy pants.
You have to wear your pregnancy pants, your wife's
Mhm.
pregnancy pants.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Joey and Friends. Anyhow, enough of that. Third song on the record. What do you think? This is the first real new one.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you count the intro, but the intro is an instrumental track. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. This is the first one for you.
This is what I was expecting. This was some good shit. This is like, this is what I was expecting from the new album after everything you were telling me. That intro song was. What did we say about the intro song? That it was like a good. I can't remember if it was that or the last video we did, where it felt like kind of a little bit of the first time.
No, you said that about The Way of the Fire, which was the last
Yeah, the Way
one.
of the Fire. Yeah. But
You said that song kind of had elements of the first Wintersun
all three,
record, of all three records.
Technically, of all 3 Wintersun records. When it comes to this one, this has the Time 2 DNA to it. There's not much of. There's not.
Okay, go ahead. I have a completely different take from yours, but go ahead.
Really, I was gonna say there's not much of Time 1 in this. And
No, there isn't.
There's none of obviously the original, but there is a little bit of the Four Seasons. I think a little bit of the Four Seasons within this.
It's okay to be wrong, you know.
Opeth fans do it all the time. I'm gonna kick them while they're down. Anyways, for me, this song, it has the new record DNA within it, and I do feel a smidgen, just a smidgen, of like that Four Seasons feel to it. I think it's also because the Four Seasons was a very it's like when you put Vicks on your nose and you can breathe deeper. Like it's a deep breath it's a deep breath album. The album, every song has such a big feeling to it and a very obviously nature-like feeling to them. And I also feel like this one in some way has a little bit of that, but it doesn't have the obviously it has that Japanese feel
Only in the second half of the song.
but only in the second half
After the solo.
Yeah, only in
The solo introduces
the Japanese
influence. It's the solo
I
introduces
feel like
in
the
a very
first-
subtle
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
and then it
But I
comes in
feel like
afterwards.
I
The
think
first half doesn't have
the
it.
first half doesn't have it, which is gonna have me come to you about it because you said my only idea of what the other stuff was gonna be was based off of what you tell me and also that first little instrumental. That was my that's what I'm being told about the newer songs that I haven't heard yet. So I was expecting to be a little bit more Japanesey, like Alphaville. But
Oh, they were huge in Japan.
no, I think I'm turning Japanese. I think that's not.
That's not them.
But
But they were huge in Japan. Oh, well, technically everybody's huge in Japan, if you guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, moving on.
Anyways,
Even I'm huge in Japan.
um. Anyways, that's where I was going to come to you about this. What are you? Because you've already heard this song, obviously.
So my take on this song
So I
is
want
this:
to hear your
when
take
when I
on
when
it.
I heard the album and I heard this song in the album, to me this was the most pure Finnish melodic death metal song that the album has. The most in terms of the structure, in terms of the lyrical content, in terms of the sound. If you remove the Japanese influences that come in after the solo introduces them, but then they come in a little bit more pronounced with that melody in the background after the solo. If you remove that from the equation and you put this song on the first Wintersun record, it fits like a glove. It fits like a glove. It has that that vibe. When I mentioned that to Yari, he said it makes sense because he wrote this song like back when he was with Insaferum, so like that time
Oh,
period.
really?
So the song is that old in terms of when it was. Obviously, it didn't sound like this, but when it was written. So the moment I heard this song, of all the tracks on the record, because the record after this comes Ominous Clouds, which is the intro to Storm, and then you have Silver Leaves. Those are all like massive songs, just like The Way of the Fire. This one is not. This one is very. It's almost like a ballad. It's very contained. It has a really prototypical Finnish melodic death metal
At the start
style
there.
and sound. The first time I heard the song, I was like, "Wow, this has a little bit of like insomnium."
But no, it's different.
What
I
I mean
wouldn't
in
say insomnium,
what-
but I would. Maybe,
I don't mean insomnium. I'm not saying the song sounds like insomnium, but when I think of traditional melodic death metal from Finland, they're kind of, to me, they're kind of like the prototype, because they haven't really changed like their approach. So because this song is very melancholic, just like the
Yeah.
Death and the Healing, but it has a lot of melody at the exact same time. There's some sourness in terms of the lyrical content, the mood that it puts you on. There's no
But I
other
think
song
that's
on the
why-
record
but
that matches this vibe.
that for me that was
And the Japanese
also,
influence comes in that second half after the
for
solo,
me
which
the
ties
second half
ties
and
it to the record.
The second half and also lyrically is what brought me to Seasons, but
Of the dying sun. Dude, I can see that, but if
You
you
can
go,
see that, right?
But if you go back to the debut record, this song is like all over
yeah,
that.
yeah. Without I think from my mind I was mostly thinking it does not fit. It does not sound like a time 2 piece, a time 1 piece.
Oh, not at all.
But
not at all.
After you saying that, I also said when the video stopped, I said it doesn't kind of sound like the first Wintersun album, which I after you saying that, I do think I am wrong there, because you're right. The start is very not prototypical, but melodic death metal at its best. That's what the start is.
Maybe okay at its
not
best.
not prototypical.
When you think of Finnish
when you
melodic
think of
death metal,
that's what that is.
that's what
That's
that
what
is.
that is, and that's what confused me, because it didn't have anything that obviously as the first actual song of this album that I have not heard yet. I was not expecting that, but then when
It's probably the oldest written song on the record.
yeah, probably especially if he was still with Insaferum, yeah. And then going into that second half is exactly what I was thinking. Like exactly,
The song gets bigger in that second half. That Japanese
yeah,
melodic
but that's exactly what I was.
Song
That's what I was expecting the whole song to be like, but it was only in that half. And then lyrically, obviously, but also in that what the other half was giving me, vibe wise, how big it became.
in the
And that's
repetition.
what gave me the Seasons.
And even if you go to a song
The
like
seasonings.
even if you go to a song like The Death and the Healing, the repetition of the lyrics in that song, the same style of repetition you're going to find in this song from the lyrical standpoint. And actually that first Wintersun album, the lyrics on the songs, there's a lot of that same idea, that same thought process.
Darkness.
Yeah, this song has a lot of that same, dying sun vibe, despair, darkness,
But
all
instead
of
of
that
being
shit.
darkness and cold, it's more of darkness in the. I mean, it's clouds in this one. This one seems less cold.
It's not
Whatever
winter,
that
it's
means.
fall.
Yeah,
It's fall.
yeah.
It's not the winter, it's fall. But
is
anyhow,
fall.
that's my take on it. So like to me this song
And this is not
really
This is not Winterfall.
really stands out. It's Witherfall. But
No, that was not making a Witherfall joke.
oh, I thought you were. But anyhow,
Well, then what would it be? Fall Sun? That's a crazy.
So, anyways,
I meant to switch it around.
my point
Sorry,
being,
I cut you off.
my point being is that this song really stands out from the rest of the album. The part that ties it in is that solo, that nuance in the solo that then leads into that more Japanese influence, Oriental influence,
Which is
whatever
done
you
very
want to call
well.
it. That's done very well because it
both
smooths it in perfectly in.
realistically, both half of the song are very different. So you needed that
Yeah,
to
the
really.
second half is more bombastic.
You needed that to really kind
The
of
first
bring
half a
them
little
together.
bit more melancholic, but he still has that melody underlining
No,
it.
they have their similarities, but what I'm saying is it's hard to merge those together without that solo.
No, the solo is what allows that influence.
It's what
to
allows
come.
it. It's what allows
Without that solo, because the solo has some notes that have that influence in them, and then from that note, those notes are like the seeds, and then from those notes, those seeds they blossom into that more influence
It's
that comes
based
right
in
after.
it's based in the start of the song, but it blooms into the second part.
Yeah, for sure, and it's a very unique song because of all of these different characteristics.
That's crazy.
It almost feels like the ballad of the record, to be honest.
I'm still shocked that he wrote this one so long ago.
Yeah, that's what he mentioned.
This guy has like, I don't want to see his studio. I want to see it.
I want to see the hard drive.
I want to see the hard drive because for me, Yachty, in my mind, Yachty's a very organized person. But if he wasn't, I feel like his studio would be full of like songs that he thought weren't good enough that are probably better than some bands'
Okay,
best
but
songs.
what the fuck? You think you're gonna walk into the studio and there's like songs floating around in the air?
Yes, like he's like the mad.
Like you can see like the lyrics and the musical notes of the songs floating.
And for me, it's his studio is not like it's not like a room like
it's not
like how you may
Merlin, you know.
think.
There's not the.
It's not like a room
like the
you may
Knights
think.
of the Round
It's
Table
like
with shit floating around.
it's like when you walk into it, it's like there's like spiraling staircases, and instead of, it's like a library, but instead of books, it's like hard drives. And then the lyrics are falling from the sky with the paper and shit. And he's sitting there in the middle writing on his table. And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. I've whipped out another masterpiece." He's like the mad scientist that you walk into, but he's Yachty.
Unreal.
That's how I picture it. I
know,
need someone
I know.
to do an AI version of that.
It's like that meme of the guy with the math problems floating around his head when he's totally confused by it. But in this case, it's Yachty having an idea, and it's like musical notes and lyrics and shit floating around.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
he's Metal Einstein.
he is.
The only difference is like his wife isn't doing the work, and he's just.
Oh, I thought you were going to say just with better leather jackets.
Oh,
But
maybe that too.
all right. On that note, guys, thank you very much for watching another Winter Sunday. Guess what? We'll be back next Sunday with another Winter Sunday video, but we will also be back tomorrow with another video in general. So check it out.
See ya.